Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with a very special video. Well, is it very special? Just special video. And this has been a highly requested one, and one that I have promised for quite a while, like maybe like a month, 3 weeks at the most, or at the least. And this is my setup video, so I'm going to go through. I just want to do a bit of an intro. So yeah, I will, if anything like my TV and stuff like that, and even something like the microphone and stuff, I will leave what I use in the description below. I'm not going to list everything I have because that's stupid in my opinion, because I'm going to tell you it when we go through it. But yeah, if you could leave a like on it, would be awesome, just because a lot of people have requested it just to show support for it, so leaving a like would be awesome. And yeah, and just leave comments, I guess, saying if you like stuff, or if you want me to tell you where I got them and stuff like that, because some stuff can be a bit harder to find. And yeah, and I guess if you're new to the channel, subscribe if you're watching this video for some reason. But yeah, let's get into it. So I thought I would start off with just like the TV, because it's the simplest one to start off, thing to start off with. So I've just got a Sony TV. As I said, I'll leave everything, what do you call it, like linked, well not linked, like listed in the description. So I got just a Blu-ray player down there as well, and I'll go through my Blu-rays in a second. I have my Xbox games down there, but I'll show you where I have put my Xbox One in a second. And I just got 2 pop figures there because the boxes for them were stuffed. So I thought, well, I'll just put them there. This is my tripod, which obviously is not at its full height at the moment. So that's just what I use for the when I film myself, as you would have seen at the beginning of the video. So nothing really interesting there, so I'll move it for now. And now we get onto something that I'm sure some of you might want to know, and that is my Blu-ray collection, or just the movies. So, just from here we got what? Fantastic Beasts, Deadpool, Logan, Civil War, X-Men Apocalypse, X-Men The Road Cut, oh, what's it? Days of Future Past, X-Men First Class, Hacksaw Ridge, Split, Unbreakable, Suicide Squad, Batman v Superman, Man of Steel, Watchmen, and then the Dark Knight trilogy. Don't need to list them. And then I got 2, like, what do you call them, like the 4K Ultra HD things, and mine is just a Blu-ray player, but these come with Blu-rays, so they were the same price as the Blu-rays, so I thought just get them ones. Then I have the Justice League Flashpoint Paradox movie. This is more my TV section, but some movies cross over here. Then I have 11/22/63, Preacher Season 1, all the seasons of American Horror Story that are out at the moment. Legends of Tomorrow Season 2, the 3 seasons of The Flash, and then 4 seasons of Arrow. If you're going to ask me, Pagey, why the hell do you have this piece of crap known as Arrow Season 4? I bought the box set for Arrow, because I actually have Season 1 and 2 and 3 on DVD, but I thought I'll upgrade to Blu-ray, and they had the box set. So I thought I think it was cheaper to get the first 4 seasons than to buy 1, 2, and 3 individually. So I thought, just get all 4, save some money. Now we move on to my comic books. I'm sure a decent amount of you would be interested in this as well. So this is my Rebirth section, and this is the other section. So with Rebirth, I have the what do you call it, like the special that launched it all. This is like the deluxe edition, so it's the that's gonna fall. Oh my god, I thought it was gonna fall. So that's like the hardcover. I don't think it's got anything extra, and I think it might have some like cool artwork at the end of it. Then this is the Rebirth section. So I have Batman, Justice League, Flash, and Green Arrow. Those are the only ones I'm reading. When like this run, if you want to call it, is over, I might go back and read some other ones. But those are the ones I'm reading at the moment. And I don't like... People might ask me, why do you buy the trade paperbacks? I don't like single issues. I'm just not the biggest fan of them. I think I bought maybe the first 2 for each of these. And then I thought, okay, well that's it. That's just to get a taste of it, and if I want to read on. And I thought, well, these are the 4 I'm going to keep reading on. So I just waited until their trade paperbacks are out. So like the volumes, if you want to call them that, I just read from there. So I get spoiled a lot with comic books, because people love to spoil the single issues, like if something cool happens, which is annoying. But you can't really do anything if I'm a person that waits for the trade paperbacks. It's like if someone was to watch a TV show and say, oh no, I like to watch it when the whole season's out. Like, well, it's not really anyone else's fault if you get spoiled because you're waiting so long to find out what happens. And this is just older ones. Like, this is the first... Oh shit, I should be careful, because this book is really old. This is Green Arrow Quiver, which is written by... it's not focusing because it's an arsehole. Written by Kevin Smith, who has directed some episodes of The Flash and Supergirl, and he hopefully will direct an episode of Arrow this season. That was the first graphic novel or any type of comic book that I ever owned. So I actually am very protective of it, even though it's like very warm, but it's very old. And then like just some other ones, like you got the classics, like some of the Justice League stuff, like Blackest Night, All-Star Superman. We've got Flashpoint Paradox, or just Flashpoint. And yeah, so that's the comic books. Long Halloween Batman, but yeah, I don't have the biggest collection, but it's still decent, I guess. And now we move on to my pop or Funko Pop vinyls, or pop vinyls, whatever you want to call them. So I'll go through each of these sections one by one and tell you who they are. So we have South Park over here. This is like when they did that sort of like superhero thing. I don't really know the technical name for it. We have the Coon, Mysterion, and Professor Chaos. Is that Butter's character? Yeah, Professor Chaos. And yeah, I know a lot of people, I know I'll say this now because before I go through everything, a lot of people whinge about taking them out of the box. I really don't care, because you can honestly sell them for the exact same amount, unless they're like ultra rare. Like if they're ultra rare, keep them in the box, but these are not really. I have maybe a handful which are seen as ultra rare, and I'll point them out when I get to them. So yeah, I don't really care about that too much. Then we have Death Note, so we have L, Ryuk, and Light, and Light's even got holding like the Death Note, Ryuk's holding his apple. L's not holding anything because he's got his hands in his pocket. Then we have like these, like the next two sections are sort of just leftover ones that I have that I don't really want. But yeah, we have the Joker from Suicide Squad, Swamp Thing, and he's like, I think the term's like flocked, but he's, I don't know if you can see it, but he's like textured. It's got like fur on him. It's a bit weird. I think you can buy one which actually has a scent to it, and apparently it stinks like hell. So I'm sort of happy I don't have that one. But then we have Captain Boomerang from Suicide Squad as well. And then we have the Daniel West Reverse Flash from the New 52. I think it's just called Oliver. Oh shit! I almost knocked my tripod. I think it's just called Oliver Queen. Yeah, Oliver Queen from Arrow. So he's basically unmasked. And then Captain Cold. My Captain Cold has like crap on the back. So I think when they're painting another one, its face has gone onto the back of that hood. I don't know, a bit weird. But these two sections are like ones that I don't really want. Usually with Pop Funkos is that I don't like to have too many. I like to limit myself, so I'll sell some that I don't really want and then buy some more. So these 6 are probably ones that I'd sell and then get more at another stage. So yeah. Then we move on to, these are American Horror Story Freak Show ones. This Twisty here, so a regular pop in Australia is about, I would say $20, $19. This one's worth in Australian dollars about $80, $85, depending on who buys it. So that's probably my most expensive pop. I think my other one is maybe her as well, Elsa Mars, but that's Twisty the Clown from American Horror Story. That's Pepper, and that is Elsa Mars and Ma Petite. Like in the show, she's like the world's smallest woman. And yeah, I can't really say anything about her because I might spoil it if you do watch the show. Then we have the Arrow, we have the 2 Deathstrokes and the Oliver Queen. This is probably my favourite Oliver Queen pop. In regards to like the basic one, like the season 1 and 2 suit, and season 3 I guess. So we have the masked Deathstroke and then the unmasked one. People are saying that this one's rare. It's everywhere in Australia. I see it all the time, so I don't think it's that rare, unless it's just common in Australia and rare everywhere else. But yeah, that's the Arrow ones. Then we move on to the 2 Sarah Lancers and Firestorm. This Firestorm pop's really cool. I think it's actually one of the better ones that I own, just in regards to how it's designed. I think it's really cool. And then the White Canary and Black Canary. I hate this design because if you move her, she's not going to fall over now just because I do it, but she falls over all the time because her head's too big. But yeah, I'd probably get rid of her because I don't really like that Black Canary design. I've heard a rumor they're bringing out a newer design for the Black Canary, so that'd be pretty cool. And then these 3 are actually Comic-Con exclusives. So this one's from this year, which is like the Suicide Squad Joker Batman, or Batman Joker, whichever way you want to call it. And then this one's the False God Superman, and that's obviously from Batman v Superman. This is the Batman from Suicide Squad when he like jumps into the water to save Harley Quinn, and he puts like the breathe mask thing on. So yeah. Then we have more American Horror Story ones. This is Hypodermic Sally from American Horror Story Hotel. Bet and Dot Tadler, oh sorry, I've just knocked the camera. Bet and Dot Tadler from Freak Show, and I think it's Cordelia Fox. Cordelia something, yeah, Cordelia Fox from Coven. Now, this one's a pretty expensive one as well, I'm not too sure. I know Twisty's the most expensive, but between her and, I guess, hers, that are the next ones. I'm not too sure though. Then we move on to the Flash ones. We've got Reverse Flash, Flash, and then Zoom. Zoom is probably my favorite pop out of the Flash ones. He looks really cool. There's a lot of detail there. It's not really focusing too well. I'm going to try and focus a bit on him. Hopefully that worked. But yeah, I think his detail is really cool. They need to bring out a new one of him though, because this one is outdated as hell. He's even got the red symbol, so they need a new one of that. Hopefully with the new suit for season 4, that would be pretty cool. Then we have my iZombie one. It's pretty simple. They're all Olivia Moore from iZombie if you don't watch the show. What are you doing? But yeah, so I think this one she's got like the brain carver thing, like the skull. I think it's like the bone saw, whatever they call it. This one's, I think, from the pilot when she goes into the shop, and that's just normal Olivia Moore. And now we have my more exclusive Justice League ones, if you want to call them that. So this is the Unmasked Flash. And apparently it's pretty expensive now, because I think in England it didn't even get released. In Australia it sold out really quickly. In America it sold out really quickly. So I think I saw it and it was selling for like $50, $60 Australian. I bought it for $19, but that price will drop when they get re-released. We have the 2 Comic-Con exclusives from this year with Batman, well, Bruce Wayne might I say, with the Batarang, and Aquaman with the Mother Box. And then we move on to my Justice League, just normal pops, I guess, with Cyborg, The Flash, Mira, which I think is a bit hard to get as well, but she's much more common than the Unmasked Flash. The new Batman. Spoiler alert, Superman's in the movie. And then we have the Wonder Woman one. So this is Wonder Woman when she's like on the street with that shield, and that was a pretty funny scene. We have Ares, which a lot of people didn't like this one. I think it looks pretty cool. Then we have Diana at that ball, I guess, with her sword. Steve Trevor and Wonder Woman. Funnily enough, I got these 2 ones for free when I went to the Wonder Woman premiere, which was random but really cool. And because a lot of people will ask, this is my microphone I use. It's a Rode mic, obviously. I don't know the exact model. Once again, I'll leave it all in the description below, like with my TV and some other stuff. And then I have a whiteboard behind there, which is just where I quickly jot down stuff. Like at the moment, it's got what my schedule will most likely be when the shows come back, and then I've just written the most recent video I'm doing, which is this one at the moment, the setup video. And this is just my Xbox with a shitty TV, which I've had for ages, but it works really well. I'm just really used to gaming on it. So this is at my desk because I prefer to play on a smaller screen. So it's just your general Xbox One S. And I'm annoyed that this made the thing, but there is a Flash fidget spinner there. Don't ask, please, just don't ask. And then this is the computer I use. It's just a MacBook Pro. I really like Macs, and I do like the MacBook Pro just because it's more portable. I would upgrade to an iMac, but as I said, I do like the portability of it, where I can just move it and edit elsewhere if I want to. It's a very reliable computer. I've always liked MacBooks, and yeah. But thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy the video. I'm doing this vlogger style at the moment. It's very awkward to hold it. I don't know how vloggers do it. I think they have like special tripods, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I got the Justice League stuff behind there. If you did, it'd be awesome if you could leave a like just to show your support. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think. As I said, I'll leave any of the stuff I use in the description just in case you wanted to know. And yeah, I'll catch you later, guys, and goodbye.